Hello, welcome back. This is your fellow Teslian here with a fun, quick way to utilize that global sensor. So, a lot of the times, when you think of the a9iii, you're just thinking sports and stuff, and animals, insects, or people using the global sensor. But you could also use it as your day-to-day, just fun experiences of just out and about that you couldn't really get with other cameras sensors. What I mean by that is like creating really nice GIFs. So of course here I think for JPEGs you can go 240 if I'm not mistaken. Um, so of course like these are just what is it? It just really depends. You really have to find a subject to record, of course. So, like I said, insects, bugs, humans. This one in particular, I'm using a spider that was on my side mirror. So, I took 248 images. And I'm going to turn this into a GIF because it was like crawling a little bit and it's just cool. You just want, I don't know, it's just like interesting things and you get higher definition GIFs. Because right now in AI, it's like you have a GIF or an image. Right now, the big trend is you have an image and then you turn it into a GIF or you turn it into a video. And I don't think people are like, you could do this in real life, of course, but real life has better data. So, you know, this is better training data, than just an image. But like, to me, it's funny because I don't know. Anyway, they're like coding the AI because I don't know, maybe not that many people are really trying to feed the AI. Anyway, so we have 248 images of a spider crawling. It could do something fun like water balloons bursting. Of course, you got your bubbles, a lot of fun things. But so you want to go to your images. You can edit it, of course, however you want to edit it. But that's really dependent on you as the photographer and the editor. I like these images as is because I already changed the in camera profile and then I made a JPEG. So, you could obviously get much better results if if you spend a lot of time editing it. But yeah, I already changed the settings in the camera, so I don't need to fiddle with any of the tone curves, etc. So you want to highlight all your images. I also, it's also great to beforehand to portion out your images. So for every image set, you want to put it in a folder so it's easy to manage. So you can just see uh, all of the shooting blocks that you created. You want to right click and then create time-lapse movie. And then you want to go to, of course, 4K, because, why else would you have? For this scenario, I shot this in 60 frames a second. 120 frames, there's like a fall off. Like you do the 120 frames and then it falls off and goes really fast. So it does like the normal speed. Or like it's not, it doesn't look as fluid because 60 FPS is like perfect. And like I said, it's like the full 6,000 by 4,000 or whatever little thing, when you take an image. I like to use the original file name I do not trim, half speed, and then the file name I just leave it as is because I'll just rename it afterwards. And then and then you just let it, you continue and let it load. As you can see, the images aren't going to need to be processed because they're all JPEGs. If you do RAWs, that's different. So when it says that the processing was skipped, it's because there's no editing done to it, so it's skipping all the images, so it has to like run through all that first. And then afterwards, it's going to compile all the images, and it'll show an image of a spider crawling about for like that few seconds. And like I said, these are real images. This isn't some AI image creation. So if you were to feed an AI with this data, it's using real light and reflections of a mirror. Because I think right now AI, the most difficult part is lighting and like reflections and stuff. And when you have very contrasting lights, so maybe the lighting, because like you'll be much brighter on a mirror, right? Compared to everything else around the image. So, you want to, it's just better data. Yeah, you have wider variety of data. And it might take a minute or two. So, I'll fast forward this a bit or just let it run. And it should take like a few minutes or something like that. I don't know. Right now I'm using a LUT, custom LUT. This is less yellowish and greenish compared to my just previously posted video. I don't know, it's just different looks. This is like the more serious looking one. And also I made it to fit the mood because I, blocked out black background. But yeah, this mood is more like and I'm still using the 51.7 Minolta. I just love this lens. But yeah, I don't know, I just like playing with the different looks that come out of this camera. The global sensor does render things differently. I don't know if, because again, it's like using true to life 0 millisecond lightings. So it's like the most perfect machine for capturing light. It's too bad that this camera doesn't have, or maybe there could be a software that can read because you can do like, you can do like a highlight metering or something. I only wish that this camera had the capability to read the lights sensor from each section or something, so that you can read the lighting, the metering of an image. That'd be cool. Maybe they could do that with post software or something, of when you put into average mode or whatever, entire screen average mode, and then it if they could do that, that'd be cool. And then like, oh, this section is +2, this section is +1, this section is -2. It'd just be interesting, and just like more data to have. Because I think a lot of the biggest restrictions in data gathering is there aren't that many metrics, even though there are systems in place that do create the metrics for it. So yeah, at the end of this video, I will just add the GIF, and I don't know, you just got to create a lot more GIFs in life. When you see something that's motion interesting, that's where you want the GIF of, because the biggest issue with AI generation is the motion. There's a lot of issues in the skewing and stuff, so yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, have a great day. Testing out.